Wow. I can see a few of you in the audience are struggling to place me. Was he on the Paralympics? No, that's not me. Was he on Undateables, is it? It's not... It's not me. Does he present Bake Off? It's not me. I was actually a contestant on Britain's Got Talent. A few of you have twigged. I was that dog, so... It's lovely to be here. My mum calls me a little Superman. I was over the moon until I found out she meant Christopher Reeve. It is lovely to be out of the house, London, because I don't know about you, but my family are glued to that black box in the corner of the room. I mean, my grandma's been dead for months now. All joking aside, we do watch quite a lot of telly in our house. I was watching an episode of daytime cookery show The Hairy Bikers recently, where the hairy bikers walked around Auschwitz and then made a goulash. Now, let's just examine that for a second. Who, after walking around Auschwitz and having their eyes opened to the full extent of human depravity, goes, well, I'm a bit peckish. I fancy a goulash. What's next? Cash in the attic at the Anne Frank Museum? I've recently started swimming again, and I love the swimming pool because in there I can do my two favourite things: urinate in public and drown people. My swimming stroke would best be described as how you might look if you dropped a toaster in the bath. The one positive to having such an eclectic swimming stroke is that you have to command your lane in the swimming pool. You can't take any prisoners. And because my swimming stroke is so lethal, it's fantastic for that. I mean, I've knocked out 4 old women this week. And that's just on land. I also recently went skiing. Takes a couple of seconds to compute that sentence in relation to this thing, doesn't it? I can see a few of you thinking, can Northerners go skiing? We can, although my skiing instructor had much the same reaction as you guys when I rocked up in the frame. He was like, what, you? Really? Does he know he's disabled? Has anyone sat him down and told him? Well, they're not going to stand him up, are they? That would be counterproductive. But I did. I skied, stood up successfully. And most people, if they were in my situation and that happened to them, would think, as the wind was flowing through the hair and the snow was crunching underneath their feet, they would think, what a fantastic achievement that is against all the odds. I thought, oh shit, I'm going to lose some benefits. I had to just throw myself over in case the government were watching. Better safe than sorry. It's lovely to be here. In my time in London, I have actually picked up a few London phrases that seem to act as kryptonite to Northerners such as myself. I'm going to reel a few of these off now. London phrases that act as kryptonite to Northerners. Number 1, what's a Greggs? Number 2, £5 is actually pretty reasonable for a pint. Number 3, Siri understands every word I say. Number 4, actually, it's not okay to hit your kids. Bloody Londoners and your newfangled attitudes towards parenting, what are you like? I was in London recently, and on on a side note, if you're trying to get a taxi in central London, maybe don't use a walking frame. I was trying to hail a cab in central London the other day, and all the taxis just turned their lights off in a big row. Just bing, 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 bing. It felt like being the Yorkshire Ripper on an episode of Take Me Out. Well, I'm going to go in just a second, but before I do, I would very much... You seem like a lovely crowd, and I would very much like to try something with you. Is that something you might be up for? Yeah! Lovely, you've agreed to it now. That's a verbal contract. So, a little bit of background. In my spare time, I like to watch videos of American faith healers on YouTube. Now, you've got to have a hobby. These guys, what they do is, if you haven't seen them, they are American reverends who reckon they can cure pretty much any ailment, right? And I've picked up a few tips and tricks that I would like to put to the test here this evening, but I am going to need your help. So, what I want you to do, on the count of 3, is get up out of your seats, raise your hands to the sky, and begin to chant, praise, praise, praise. And I am going to see whether I can get myself into this sacred state and heal myself, okay? You ready for that? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Up, up. Praise, 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 praise. Hallelujah! It's a miracle! Yes! We did it! Yes! Praise be! Yes! Shit, is that someone from the benefits office? Right, well, I better be going. Apollo, you have been absolutely beautiful. I've been Jack Carroll. Good night and God bless. Forever onwards towards victory.